Hey everybody, watching me at Imad Online Academy here. So I had long ago, I think not too long ago, a few months back, I think I had uploaded details about the new IGCSE English as First Language Cambridge syllabus for 2024 till 2026. So now this time I am here back for you with the solution of paper 1, that is reading in Cambridge IGCSE English as First Language 0500. I have here with me variant 1 as you can see on your screen. So it's variant 1 from May June paper 2024. Total you have 2 hours to solve this paper and marks total for this paper are 80 marks. The paper is divided actually into 3 questions. So let me first give you again an overview of the assessment, what type of questions are there and what is the marks distribution. So I have tried to solve this paper for you. Hopefully you will find it very helpful if you are preparing for IGCSE English as first language exam. So the question number 1, that is based on actually the comprehension questions, and a part of it is based on the summary writing task. So in question number 1, all the components will have the initial components as you can see in the beginning, A, B, C, D. These carry actually 15 marks for the comprehension task. Then comes the last component of question 1, that is F. That is about summary writing task, and this task has total 15 marks. So question number 1 in total contains 30 marks. Question number 2 25, and question number 3 again 25 marks. In question number 2, I will discuss later on what's there in question number 2. Let's first solve together question number 1. So as I told you that question number 1 contains two things. The one is comprehension questions that are based on reading text A. Here is reading text A. Hopefully you will be able to see it on my screen. So here is the reading insert that contains three texts A, B and C. All the components from A to E, like A, B, C, D and E, all these components are based on text A. The length of the text A and text B would be around like 700 to between 750 words, but the text C will be shorter, and in text C you will have around 550 to 650 words. So text A and B will be longer than text C. So let's discuss now question number 1. In question number 1, first of all, the 15 mark section is there for components A till E. So these components are based on reading comprehension, and as you know, the reading comprehension applies to the thing that how well you could understand a text by reading it. So to test your ability how well you could understand the text, we give you questions that is called reading comprehension. There can be different types of questions in reading comprehension, like explicit meaning of the text, implicit meaning of the text, or it can be information based question where you are assessed, your ability is tested, like how well you can use text for and use information for a specific purpose to answer a specific question that is being asked to you. So first you need to pause. You can get the reading insert from me. You can just WhatsApp us at Imad Online Academy or visit our website www.imadonlineacademy.com. You can contact us by any way to get this reading insert. If you don't have it, first read this complete reading insert and also look at the question paper, and then let's solve it together. So here is reading text A. It's all about some unusual modes of traveling. Unusual modes of traveling are those that normally people don't actually use in their real life. It's very rare that you use these type of modes of traveling. So unusual modes of traveling, if you read this complete text, you'll find the Coco taxi, Havana, Cuba, Monte, toboggan, Madrid, Portugal, and you will also you need to see the images of these type of vehicles. The DUKW London UK, that has a military background. Let me like show you the image of this. To understand these type of reading text well, you can just search on Google, write the name of these type of unusual modes of traveling, and you will find the images to understand them well. You can pause the video and read this complete text to understand the nature of the questions and their answers. So here is question 1. Like, give 3 ways to travel that we might find more interesting according to the text. So the mode of text, different ways that have been given in the text that we may find more interesting than the usual way of traveling. Here are few ones. You can choose any 3 of them because the paper asks you for bringing the 3 components, 3 things. So you can either bring bamboo trains or dog sleds or toboggan, Monte toboggan, or Coco taxi or DUKW type trucks, amphibious trucks. So you can use any 3 of them and your answer will be correct against this 1 mark. Let's move to the second comprehension question, short response question. Using your own words, explain what the text means by. When it says unusual types, you need to give its meaning in such a way that explains both words, the unusual and types. Make sure that you don't need to repeat the same words. You need to bring the answer in your own words. So it can be like unusual is something like different to what is expected. Unusual is something that is not normal. It can be bizarre or like that. So it can be uncommon, unordinary, unconventional. You need to use any just one word from these group of words. If you add one word like different to what is expected, and the word types means you can use any word from these synonyms: forms, kinds, modes, ways, options, varieties, methods, means, or versions. So you can say unusual types means that unconventional ways, or you can either bring in your answer uncommon modes. That will also be correct. You can use any 2 words from these 2 groups because make sure you give the meaning of 2 words, unusual and types. If your one meaning will be correct and one the incorrect, you will get 1 mark out of 2 here. So the second component of the same question is same type question using your own words and giving the meanings of the word is unforgettable experience. Here are again 2 words, unforgettable and experience. You need to bring 2 words. I mean the you need to give the meaning of these 2 words, so you need to add 2 things. And that's why the marks for this are 2 marks are there for this. So unforgettable mean memorable, or something you would remember, something that will stay with you. And by experience, you can apply these meanings like exploit, like adventure, like event in your life, things to do, activity. So you need to take one word from this group of words in the above, in the upper line, and the one from the below, like activity or thing. So your answer will be unforgettable experience means something you would remember, some important adventure that you would remember, or some activity, some memorable activity. You can bring either of these answers and your answer will be fine. You can also have in this question number 1 these type of reread the paragraph and give 2 different reasons why Coco Taxi might appeal to tourists. So what are the 2 reasons why it might appeal to tourists? Here is the reading insert. You can see the Coco taxi, it's here. 3 tricycles worked by paddle power have a back seat for 2 people behind the driver. So 2 seats behind the driver. Some have a tiny motor that helps the driver when going up a slope. These cute yellow taxis shaped like hollow coconuts. So it can also attract the tourists. It's shaped the hollow coconut shape of this taxi, yellow cube. In Havana and Valladolid, though prone to accidents, they are faster at negotiating traffic than regular taxis. So, faster than regular. This can also be a feature that you can take. Let me highlight it. This one, then the hollow coconut shape. This one can be there. So you will read the text. You need to wrestle with the text and extract the points from there. So you can see that points that I have added can be like yellow cute shaped like coconuts, worked by paddle power, better in traffic, in rush in traffic, it can work better. So you need to add different reasons to secure 2 marks. You can bring any 2 reasons from the text. Then the D component. So here is these are all questions are still based on text A, unusual modes of travel. Let's see now. Identify two features of the Monte toboggan ride that might particularly appeal to tourists looking for a traditional transport experience. So here are again two features about Monte toboggan. What type of it? So let's move to this text. If you see this one, yes, in the second paragraph, actually the third paragraph, second type, like it had wooden runners, wicker sledge glide, two-seater, pushed and steered by men dressed in white cotton cloths and straw hats according to custom. So traditional dressing of people who actually push them. So this type of vehicle or unusual mode of traveling appeared in 1850. So it's traditional, it's old. You can also find the wooden runner, like the natural things in them. So you can also simple yet effective. It's simple. So the question is like two features that might particularly appeal to tourists looking for a traditional transport experience. You have to be very careful about the tricky questions in exams, that the question is specific about those tourists who like traditional transport experience. So for traditional clothes worn by man are traditional, it's old 1850, it's simple. So you can bring any two features from these features to secure these 2 marks. The second component of the same question: explain why Monte toboggan ride might be of concern to more cautious tourists. Not the traditional tourists. Now they are talking about the more like cautious. So if I use this selection tool, let me tell you more cautious tourists. Focus on these words. Just try to focus on all words in the question. Explain why Monte ride might be of concern. Those who are more conscious, it can be of concern for them. They might have concern. It is extremely fast, at 48 per hour, and narrow streets, down windy streets, braking, basic method for braking. There are no proper brakes, only men's boots work for brakes. Very busy, thousands for the tourists used. Nature of streets where we can use it is like there is rush. So these features, so where did we get them from? Here you can see, you just need to like tourists everywhere who want to enjoy the exciting ride sliding at high speed on narrow winding streets down to fun show. So some cautious people might have concern and also about 48 kilometers per hour. So it's high speed. So there can be things. So you need to remain careful about the words of questions, what they are asking. What they are when they are asking about cautious tourist, the answer would be different. When they are talking about the tourists who are looking for traditional transport experience, the answer would be different. But driving from the same paragraph. The last question in comprehension section that is based on text A is that using your own words, explain why some tourists might prefer to avoid using unusual modes of transport such as the UKWs while traveling. This tux mode, another. Why some people avoid this? Because of its military association, because it might not be safe, may be dangerous, may not be reliable, prices can be variable, could be expensive, you can be exploited because you don't know the exact price and you have to bargain. Let me show you, they may charge you more than what is military vehicles, prices can vary. You need to read the whole this reading text very carefully to answer this question, but you need to add 3 details, not more than that. Don't waste your time on exam day. Time management matters a lot. So military association might not be safe and prices can be variable. 3 points are enough to secure these 3 marks. In the next video, I will discuss with you about this was all question number 1, components A to E, the 15 mark section that is based on comprehension questions that are based on this reading text A, unusual modes of travel. Now the last component of question number 1 that I'm going to discuss in the next video is about the summary writing task, the F component. It is not based on text A, but it is based on text B. It involves some tricky things, it involves some specific skills and many things that you need to be careful about. So I will discuss this last component of question number 1, summary writing task, in the next video. Stay blessed and stay connected. Thanks for watching.